Sagittarius.
Hello Sagittarius, and this is your Aries forecast for 2013. And you know what? It's going to be a fun month for you, and boy do you deserve it. You've gone through everything now these latter months. You've gone through this whole rigmashig in your second house of money and values and income, trying to balance all that out. Then you went through this whole thing about documentation and communication that has been important. You were running around doing short trips and travels, some of you did. And then it was this whole thing about identity, family, roots, the past. It's just been like a lot on your plate. But now, here this month, all these planets are now moving into your 5th house of self-expression and leisure and fun. It's time to let your hair hang out and to meet new people and perhaps even new love, which the 5th house does represent. So you are more charming this month. Not that you always aren't, because you are. You know, you always burn with that beautiful flame, that fire that you have. But now it's in the 5th house, ruled by Leo. So you know how Leos are. They're just more flamboyant. They kind of come out totally. And it's in the sign of Aries, which also is fire. So this month you're like triple fire. Okay? You got your Sag by birth, and then you got the Aries, where the planets are now in the 5th house of Leo. So triple, triple, triple. It'll be exciting to see how it's going to work out for you. Sun, Venus, Mars, and the new moon is in Aries, and also is Uranus. And all of these planets have then crossed over, conjuncted with Uranus. So, and this is already on the March side before you get into April. Aries starts there at around the 21st. So some of you might have received a few unexpected situations. As always with Uranus, you never know what it is, whether it's a good surprise or if it's a bad surprise. But the Sun, Venus, and Mars have all then transited, been touched by it. Some of you have gained new things unexpectedly. Some of you have dropped out, lost something. You know, so, but don't be discouraged, because now it's a time for you to be playful with and trust what is coming to you, because you're gearing up now, see, with both Venus and Mars, as it's going to start rising in your chart. And it's going to go, excuse me, through several houses here until it reaches your career. So any steps that you take now, and this is going to take a few months, we're talking like a half a year down the road, but any step you start taking now with this creative vision that you can have, 5th house is very creative. And it's touching your values, which is Venus. It's touching your drive, your goals of where you want to go. So dream up great dreams, okay? So allow that to be on your career shoreline, your target for, say, next year, while you work your way up, or towards the end of the year. We also have Mercury has been retrograde. So it's still in your 4th house of the past, your roots, your parents, your identity, residence and home. And so that's kind of taken a little longer. It's still lingering. But from March 17th, it started to move direct. So it's going to be catching up with these other planets all in due time. And but it's good. The retrogrades could be frustrating. It kind of creates delays. But you know what? After 30 years of looking back after each retrograde, you see how it's there for a very good reason. It actually helps us to slow down, always seemingly right as we want to rush, okay? I mean, is there ever a good time for a retrograde? No. But it's funny though, because just as you want to launch something new, or you want to get going with something, here comes a retrograde, slows you down. But afterwards you can always see, well, that was good. It was good there was a slowdown. It was good you didn't initiate anything, because you know what? Not all information was pertinent or in place yet. So don't get frustrated over it. But March 17th onwards, it's cruising along, finishing up your 4th house, and getting ready to get into that 5th house and have fun and party with these other planets. And I'm seeing creative projects for you, Sagittarius. I know a lot of you have been working with this over a long time, several months, even several years. Your Saturn now is resting there in the 12th house. So it's kind of like calmed down a little bit. But that Saturn has been working, you know, last 6-7 years on major things. From it went through the 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th house. Now it's in the 12th. So all that hard work, right now you might just feel like the wind's going out of this balloon, okay? And you deserve to take time off and have some pleasure. But that said, it's like I'm also seeing that a lot of that hard work is finally over now. It's like wrapping up. Now it's time to start new projects. Projects you really want to work with, which gives you energy, you know, gives you reason to live, so to speak, because they're more tangible, hand-on. They're not just, you know, in your mind working, which Saturn has been doing here over these last 7 years. Now you can start seeing something very, very tangible. So we have the new moon on the 10th, which is going to be in your 5th house also for leisure. Now, we always plant our intentions on the new moon. So what would it be for you, do you think, when it's in the 5th house? Exactly. You want to put in the intentions and create a mantra for yourself. Put it in there saying, this year, for the rest of this year, I want to expand my time to have for leisure and fun and pleasure. Okay? Because it can't always just be work, 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 work. You know, and you guys, Sagittarius, you know, sometimes you never stop because you're so driven by this fire. But it is time to take a step back. You know, you work hard, you have to play hard too. So your mantra is to step back and say, I intend to put in more time in my schedule so I can have fun throughout this year as well. And then we have Venus moving into your 6th house. This will be on the 14th, followed by Mars moving into your 6th house. Both of them into Taurus. So Venus is home in Taurus, so it's exalted. It'll be more powerful there. And 6th house has to do with routines, day-to-day situations, habits, how you can clean up your physical self and work out and diet and whatnot. So you might see that from mid-April, just because now you've had time to have a little leisure time and lay back a bit, you might start thinking a little bit more about the physical old self and thinking how you can renew it and improve it. Getting yourself on a diet, you know, or out there moving along a little bit more. And on the 20th, Mars will join in, and Mars is your physical drive and energy. So that might kind of work together here with Venus and do great things for you. You know, weight can drop off just like that. Wait and see. And then we have the eclipse on the 25th, Sag. That is going to be in your 12th house along with your Saturn. Full moon is always harvest time, where things come to us and it floods, so to speak, because it brings up the tides, not just on the earth, but also in our body. But this new moon, this full moon is also an eclipse moon. That has the power of 3 full moons together. So whatever it's going to bring into you, watch out so you don't get a tsunami, because it is in Scorpio, which is a water sign. For you, it's in the 12th house, which is ruled by a water sign. It's ruled by Pisces. So it's like double whammy there for you. And so whatever needs to go, this is what eclipses do. Full moons bring things in, so you will definitely experience new things coming into your life. That can be very, very good and positive for you. And in which you deserve, because it's there with Saturn, which is karma and karmic rebalance. However, eclipses are always traditionally known for throwing things out that no longer behooves us in our growth on our path. So it's better to be a step or two ahead and ask yourself, what do I need to let go of? It's better you let go of it, because you know what? The universe will come in and just yank something out and throw it out for you. And then you don't really feel in control. That's when we go, oh my God, I didn't know that. I didn't expect that. You know, so it's better that you take steering here. Figure out what you want to yank out of the old system. Okay, that's pretty much what we have for you this month, and I will see you in May. So meanwhile, listen to your moon sign and your rising sign. See you later. Bye now.